Hello and welcome back to J-Sync Plays EVE Online. We're going to continue our series of T2 Production Guide, how to capitalize on a patch to make a billion. And not very much introduction needed for this one. We're going to go back to Past Me. I have decided I've gone back to Jita to buy the materials I need to make a Tech 2 production, and that is what this video will be about today. So I hope you enjoy, and catch you on the next one. See you guys later. Okay, and we're back to we're in Jita 44 station, and I wanted to show you something really cool that you can do with this new market window to make life so much easier. Now, before this market window, you would have to go through and actually buy all of these things individually, and it was kind of difficult to kind of see how much you were spending on things, and it kind of made everything a pain in the ass. But now, because you would have to go through and you have to look at all of these things, and you would have to go down here to required things, and you would have to go here, you would have to view market details, then you have to buy it right here, you have to OK, exit that, go down the next one. That it was a pain in the ass. It was a pain in the ass. But now we don't have to do that anymore, and we can just hit this fancy button right here and just hit buy all, and it'll buy everything. So it'll automatically put everything into this window. Now, the one disadvantage to doing it this way is that you can't actually change the price. And but it does tell you exactly how many of them you need, which is really nice. Now I wonder if I can just do this. No, it's not going to change it. It's just going to go default down to the lowest price, and you can't really change that from this window, which is kind of annoying. And you can get around that, but I'm not going to go over. I'm not going to go over that today, because right now speed is the most important thing I have going for me, and I need to buy all these things and make these things as quickly as possible before this market window opportunity disappears. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and buy all, just like that. And so that is how much it would cost to make one. If I wanted to make two, I just go up here and just roll this up and make two. Okay, so I'm going to make two of them. So far it's costing me 57 million to make these. The next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to go over to the Invention tab, and there's some more things that I need. The greatest thing about this window here is you can kind of see what kind of a blueprint you're going to get and what the stats are with the different decryptors. So what you need is you need these data cores. And to get these data cores is a kind of a long process that I'm not going to go into, but you can just buy these from the market. And so you need 8 each of these, and they're not that expensive. They're only a couple million. Now for this one, I have a bunch of copies, right? And so I want to make. I don't know exactly what I'm going to do, because I'm not going to be able to sell all. If I make like 100 of these, there's no way I'm going to sell them all for 500 billion each. Okay, it's just not going to happen. So I have to be careful to not make too many, because then I'll lose money. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and click this, and for the research to make these per blueprint, I'm going to need about 5 million, it says, with this decryptor. Let's look at all the decryptors and see what effects the decryptors will have on my blueprint. So I'm going to go ahead and go through these. And this one will have a very low material cost, and are a very good time research, pretty good material efficiency. If I go to the attainment decryptor, you can see the stats change. Now I'm looking for one that has a very high probability of a successful run, because I need to do these quickly, right? And I don't want to wait for random Jesus to bestow upon me a blueprint too. So I'm going to go ahead and just look through these, and look for which one I would rather have. 55% chance, 40% chance, 40% chance, 37% chance. Let's see here. I think there's one that really, here we go. This one. This one's probably the best one to have, this decryptor. Because it gives you a 90% probability, oops, my bad, a 90% probability that you'll get probability multiplier plus 90%, which means that you'll get more of them and it'll be more successful. And you also get a +2 max run modifier, which means that you can make more. And then you have a material efficiency modifier +1. So this one is going to make the actual end product more expensive, but it'll actually make it easier to make a blueprint. So that might be the one I want. Now I could go with one that makes more runs, but has less probability for success. Or I can make one that has a pretty high material efficiency. So it depends on which one you want, basically. You can choose which one you want. This one's kind of a balanced one that gives you material efficiency and time efficiency, but it gives you about 40%. Maybe I want this one, you know? Maybe I want this one. So let's go with this one because we have a lot of BPCs already. So let's go with the process decryptor, and we're gonna see how much that costs. It's cost very cheap indeed, and that'll give us a nice 5-run blueprint with a pretty nice material efficiency. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and just add. I'm gonna add these things to my queue. Okay, so I have that. Now, how many of those do I want? Well, what I should have done before was I should build the list first with just one in mind, and then increase it by then. So now I have my unit price. So far, it's going to cost me 30 million to do this, considering I get the blueprint right off the bat. I'm not sure if you need these, if these reset or if these do not reset. So I'm going to go ahead and buy extra just in case. So the next thing I want to do for Tech 2 production is I'm going to go ahead and view this blueprint in Industry Now. Okay, so now I'm on the third step, which is I'm actually going to start making these guys. So yeah, well, you would want to buy 5, but that's going to be very expensive. Let's not do that. Let's just buy 1. Okay, well, we're not going to buy this, which is causing this thing to be out of whack like a lot, right? So I'm going to go ahead and buy all. Okay, and then I'm going to take off this thing. Okay. Now, apparently these quantum microprocessors are very, very expensive. But look at the price, right? 84 million for one, and apparently the market value right now is around 500 million. So yes, bigger investment, but higher rewards, right? Okay. So that's just for 1. I was going to do 2, but I think maybe I will do 2. Maybe I will do 2. It's going to cost me 168 million for 2, and if I remember correctly, 184 million for 1. But I might need more of these data cores because what if this blueprint copy does not go through? So I'm going to go ahead and go for 2 for now, and hopefully cross my fingers and maybe we'll get lucky for the copy. If not, I can just come back and buy more research materials. It's not a problem. But for this purpose of the YouTubes, I will actually just buy these now. So 168 million, that's kind of a lot, seems like a lot of money, right? But at the same time, I'm gonna investing, and I'm also thinking ahead, and I know that I think I probably might make a profit. I might not. These might not sell at all, but I think they will. I think they will. So I'm gonna go ahead and buy these. I'm gonna buy all this stuff. I'm gonna make sure before I buy that everything is clear in my hangar as well, because I make sure that whenever I put stuff into the crane, I'm not putting extra things that are in my container. So I bought a giant freight container and put everything that I had in here before into the giant freight container so that this container is clear whenever I hit the button. Now what I could do is like go through and put buy orders for all these things, but I kind of want it right now. And I know the profit margin is so big that I don't have to worry about the difference between a buy order and sell order. And for these things, honestly, for the everything that I'm buying here, it's not much different. It's not much different. So I'm gonna go ahead and buy everything like that. Okay, and there it is. Everything is ready to go. So I go ahead and hit stack, make sure everything is all nice and compact, and I'm gonna put everything in my cargo, and I'm gonna go back to not enough cargo space. Why is there not enough cargo space? Let's take these things out. And then we'll put, oh, the titanium is going to be too much. Okay, so I'm going to have to make, I think, probably going to have to make 2 trips with this. But I will meet you back in my research station when I have everything ready to go. And I'll see you in a second.